Hey Street Team, welcome back to Nanny TV where we bring what's going on in these streets to your TV. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Danielle, so make sure that you guys like, comment, and subscribe because y'all know we're about to go up. So as you guys can see by the title, today I am filming my 2022 recap, and we had a lot of highs, we had a lot of lows, we had a lot of turn-ups, we had a lot going on this year. So without further ado, make sure that y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and let's just jump right into the video. So the first clip I'm going to jump into is a clip from January. We started the year off, y'all, pretty wild because around this time I was like in the process of quitting my job that I hated. Okay, let me just run the clip real quick.
I just quit my job and they didn't even.
This was such a great moment for me because I had worked for this company for about 4 to 5 years and I absolutely did not like it. I'm just so happy that I don't have to see them people ever again, okay? And I left them exactly where they had me messed up at, and that's just how we do that. Moving along, I did a photo shoot and I took my famous Danny TV picture. It's the picture with me laying on the TV, like a vintage vibe TV, and then I am inside of the TV, and this is absolutely one of my favorite photo shoots because I feel like I just look so polished, so angelic and cute. Like, okay girl. So this is like my brand within a picture. Following that, I was actually featured in a magazine, okay, and then I also was featured in an article for Atlanta, and this was before I even moved to Georgia, y'all, so big things popping for sure. This particular day, I went out for a friend's birthday, and this was honestly a night from hell. First of all, it started off all good, as y'all can see, toasting with glasses. We got good food. When I say Bay St. Louis food is fire, I mean the food is really, really good. The salmon with the sweet potato mash was busting, but not at the expense of sis like whining and dining and enjoying herself, and then her car window gets broken into. Like, that definitely was not a vibe. So I'm honestly still mad about this till this day because whoever broke into my freaking car, they stole one Ugg boot. And it's like, why? Like, what are you gonna do with one Ugg boot? It was just a nasty experience, and at this moment I was like, I can't wait till I leave St. Louis because St. Louis is real ghetto, but sometimes I be missing St. Louis a little bit low-key. Don't tell nobody I said that. Still in January, I ended up interviewing Colony Rees from Selling Tampa. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with her, but she's actually off of a reality TV that was on Netflix. It was kind of the black version of Selling Sunset. The show was cool and all, but I wish they would have sold more houses than all the little petty drama that they had going on. But this was like a cool little interview that I did. She was like really sweet and a nice person, and I honestly enjoyed this interview. This picture is funny as heck. So we're getting to the end of January and I went to the dentist for my 6 months cleaning, and this particular day, baby, I was dressed like I was going to a winter storm. I have my fur hat on, I had on the Skims cozy, and it was just a whole get up for winter. The picture is freaking hilarious. When I'm famous, y'all, don't have this picture floating around online because it's quite embarrassing, but I don't take myself too serious, and I honestly think it's funny, and I think that I look ridiculous, so I'm just gonna share it with y'all. This was January 30th, and this is Des. Y'all know Des. We go on our annual girls trip, my friend. Y'all see her in my vlog sometimes. This was our last brunch in St. Louis before I moved. It was a very, very sad day because this is my friend that I know I can hit up at any time and be like, girl, you want to go to this new food spot? And she's down 100%. So I was super sad this day because I'm like, dang, like I'm about to move and I'm not gonna have a foodie friend. So we went to Kingside Diner in Clayton for brunch, and I would highly recommend that brunch. All right, moving along. This particular day, I was packing my bag to move, and I have fired the movers, and all hell was breaking loose because I was like, okay, I got all my stuff packed up to move to Georgia, and how the hell is it gonna get there? St. Louis was battling like a snowstorm. I started work, this was like a Thursday, or maybe a Wednesday, and I had to start work on Monday. So I was like, okay, at this point, I gotta do what I gotta do. Like, I got my apartment, and I just gotta take my body and the clothes that I can fit in the suitcase and go. So this was me being super over dramatic on my close friends. All right, we in February. It's officially Pisces season. This was the day that I left St. Louis, February 3rd. I was on the airplane. It was super, super cold, and it was like a 5 a.m. flight. This is when I discovered that I could use the points on my freaking Delta card to get free flights. Like, hello. I had a little blind moment, but this particular day is when I discovered it, and I was outside, okay? This is February 4th, so my boyfriend had came to help me set up this couch for my living room, and that couch was, first of all, an epic fail, and it was given childish because, girl, why do you want a pink couch in your living room? You grown as hell. So I'm so happy that the couch did not work out because it was literally low on the ground, and it was given very much low budget, and it just didn't fit the vibe and aesthetic of the way that I wanted my apartment to go. So the couch ended up being damaged, and it was from Wayfair, and it was just like a whole epic fail. This was my first picture that I took at my new job, and news is always like super iconic for like the reporters or producers to mark like where they work and upload it on Instagram and do like this huge big announcement. So this particular day I came to work and I was stepping. As y'all can see, I got the pink power suit on, I had the matching heels, and it was giving Legally Blonde Black Edition. So this was a super good day, and I was still like in a honeymoon phase and super excited to, like, you know, be in news and stuff like that. I didn't do a whole bunch in February because I was still adjusting. This is February 25th, and this was the first time of me actually going downtown in Savannah on River Street, and it's like really touristy, and my dad was in town, so we had like went out by the river and had lunch. This is the best day of February. It was my birthday, February 26th. This was like my I did it post for my birthday, me sitting on my countertop in my very nice home with the little key. It's kind of like an iconic moment and picture because it was like, nigga, I did it, okay? We're in the month of March now, and this is when I discovered the Savannah Tequila Company, and I started to get more comfortable going places by myself and having solo dates. By the way, if you ever visit Savannah, you need to go here because they have the best, when I say the best, Mexican food. Is so authentic, like it's seasoned. They definitely got Big Mama in the kitchen. Big Mama the Mexican clan, because this food is top tier and fire. March 14th, I recorded my 314 day accent tag video because for those that don't know, I am from St. Louis. So if you guys are like fascinated with like accents, go back and watch this video. I went through and explained like the St. Louis culture, you know, White Castle's, emos. We have the best Chinese food, and I'm sorry to break it to y'all, but like, we literally have the best Chinese food in the freaking US. Hello. So yeah, go watch that video because it's really, really lit. So I went through and kind of explained where I'm from, you know, who I am, and, you know, gave y'all some little tea about St. Louis. I went to Atlanta and I planned date night for my boyfriend and I, and so I had seen Steak Market, right? And everyone talked about how it's just so good and it looks so nice, and it's literally like fine dining. So I called the restaurant because I looked at the menu and they had said that they had some kind of deal for like 2 people. So I'm like, okay, you know, they were telling me it was enough food for 2 people. It was gonna be more than enough food for 2 people, right? So my boyfriend and I, we go when we get there, and I'm like, oh, this is so nice. It's giving luxury vibes. But baby, when that food came out, It was literally garbage, okay? It was disgusting. I didn't understand like how the bill ended up being what the bill was, because it just was not given. And some people may say I have childish taste buds, but baby, I've never been a fan of just wasting money. And that particular day was just like, bro, that was literally a waste of freaking money. But let me cue up the little video, because here's some aesthetics for y'all. They cut the steak up for you and they poured a little salt on there. That is nice to whatever, but it just is not given. The mashed potatoes literally looked like they were cooked in a bowl of dirty mop water, and I just could not. But this was very funny because we literally ate there, right? And then we had to go eat somewhere else. Another day night, we went to Epic for day night, the movie theater in Colony Square. And this was really, really lit because it was so cute on the inside. And we had our own little cubby. They brought the food out to us. They had good drinks. And we literally were in our own section. So if y'all are in Atlanta, I would highly recommend y'all go to this movie theater because it is super, super lit. This is when I was like cooking breakfast for myself every day before I went to work, and I was somewhat kind of going to the gym and having a routine, and I honestly need to get back in that because my breakfast on this picture looks fire. Yes, I like my bacon and my potatoes crispy. This is the end of March. My boyfriend and I took a road trip to South Carolina and we went parasailing. I would highly recommend parasailing to anyone because it is so much freaking fun. Just like being up in the air and looking at all the water and just like living life to the fullest. Like, I don't know, when you go parasailing, it just makes you think and be so grateful for everything that you have. Like, it was just really a dope experience, although I got kind of seasick because it was like I'm up in the air and I'm looking at all this water, and child, I cannot swim, and Lord knows I did not need a whole freak accident, but I was like, okay, I have to enjoy this in a moment. And this was probably one of the best dates that we ever went on because it was such a great experience. On to April, I'm back in St. Louis. Des and I went to Kingside Diner in the Central West End, and we had got this Cajun chicken pasta. When I say it was so freaking good, it was so good. We were just having ultimately a good time because we hadn't seen each other in a while, and we decided to, like, we couldn't honestly decide what we wanted to eat, so we decided to order just a whole bunch of food and chow down and have like a buffet. It's honestly super ridiculous, but we had a really good time. Cheers to life. Cheers. More vacations. Yes. Wait, you did. Back in Atlanta, still in April, I tried Southern Fire Kitchen for the first time, and this food is really, 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 really good. I have zero complaints about them. It's in Atlanta, and it's just giving soul food such a good name. I can't believe that I only went there once. I honestly need to go back there because the lamb chops was good, the macaroni, the greens, the sweet potatoes, like everything was so good and juicy. And our server was like really nice too. I honestly am thinking like, sis needs to make a little trip back down there and go get this food. I was in Savannah and I went out and was like recording, trying to create content, and I particularly went out to eat so I could create content, and it was probably a huge mistake because the food was disgusting. Although this drink was like aesthetically pleasing and cute with the popsicle in it, it literally was a waste of time and money. May is here and I went to a paint and sip at my leasing office, and when I say I got on my leasing office manager's nerves, I got on her last nerves because my painting wasn't giving the vibes that sis envisioned. But I'm like, first of all, I'm not a painter, I'm not an artist, and I'm not about to take myself too serious. I am just going to have a good time. I'm not in here trying to be Picasso lady. I am a content creator, and yeah, this is how my turtle ended up turning out. Now I am back in St. Louis. This is my son, my pup son, Santana the Yorkie, Santana Bands. I love him so much and I miss him so much. This was when I took him to the dog park for the first time, and he was acting crazy. He was acting real crazy, but here he's being super dramatic, like he just oh so hot because Santana is just a work of art. I went to Norwalks this day with Shaylin. This is my friend that is on the radio in St. Louis, so y'all make sure that y'all listen to her on Hot 104.1. This was our first time seeing each other since I had left, and we had like a really good and quick catch-up day. Later on that night, I went to a Mexican restaurant that's by like the Galleria. It's across the street from the Galleria. I can't think of the name of it, with Des, and sis wanted to take some shots so bad. So here I am making this literally embarrassing and so disgusting face because I'm not a shot taker. I do not like shots. Like, give me a little lemon drop shot and we rocking, but when y'all get to trying to do all the hard liquor and all that stuff, that's just not my thing. And I was making the literally ugliest face because I was like, ew, this is so disgusting. This is when I met Ja Rule in the Savannah freaking airport. So long story short, he was in St. Louis at the same time I was in St. Louis for a concert. And we were on the same dang on flight because I seen him and I had plotted like, oh my God, this Ja Rule. Like, I had to ask him a question. I had to say something to him. Hello, Miss TV. And I just like went up to him and I was like, hey, I'm a journalist. Can I ask you a question? And he was like, yeah. So he was like really, really nice. And he seems like the same person as he is as he raps. Like the mannerisms and the facial expressions and all of that. So this was me being Miss TV, taking an opportunity as I always do. I went to yoga for the first time and I went with my friends from work. We kind of developed and created a safe space for each other. They're kind of like, I don't know, if I had like maybe sisters of journalism, I would kind of say like, we're going through literally the same thing together. Like, we're all new and fresh in our career and we're battling kind of the same issues, and we have each other to kind of lean on to understand what is going on. So this was a day that we decided to all go to yoga, and we had such a good time. And then from here, we just started like every month, once a month, we make it our mission to go out and do something every month, to just kick back and relax and have fun and not let, you know, our careers take over our life. So I'm super happy I met them because other than that, I would be bored as hell in Savannah. And it's kind of funny because we all are like so different in different ways, and we all have like such different personalities, but we literally mesh so well and we always have a good time. So this is like the journalism crew. I didn't do a whole bunch in June. I went to Target and I bought this book by Issa Rae, and this flashback is making me remember that I need to finish this book. The end of June is here and my family came to Atlanta/Savannah. We ended up going to Toast on Lenox, and then I ended up going to the movie premiere for A Bid for Love. Still networking and stepping out on my own faith and making opportunities happen for myself. It was definitely a good experience. July rolled around and I went on my Ingles girl trip with Desi. We went to Dallas, and when I say it was hot as hell in Dallas, like that was really some unbearable heat. But we had such a good girls trip. Of course, we went to all of the food places and we were just out there eating, and I can't wait for where we go next this year. Dallas was definitely a vibe. I can't see myself moving to Dallas though because it is way too hot, but they do have a lot of neat and cool things going on, and I definitely would like to visit again.
Happy birthday to you.
Back in Savannah, I went on a date night with Bae. We went to this restaurant in downtown Savannah that sells like grown folks desserts, and it was pretty funny and a nice experience. The desserts are so good. I actually want to go back there, but you can't bring your child there, y'all, because that place is real grown. We're now in August. I went back home to St. Louis and I went to the Lil Baby and the Chris Brown concert. And when I say I had too much fun, I had too much fun. Chris Brown is definitely a performer. My friend had hooked my sister and I up with some VIP box tickets. So we were like in really, really good seats and we had such a good time. I definitely have to see Chris Brown and Lil Baby in concert again. The girls and I discovered our favorite place that we go to for brunch. Anytime that we go to brunch, we can get in and out. Like, we pretty much know who one of the servers is. And we was just outside, like, the friends that be like, bring the baby. We had the baby outside with us too, y'all. We was too lit. I'm creating more content and I went on a little self-care solo date and I went to make a candle. That was actually such a fun experience and I wouldn't mind going to do that again. Another day, another brunch in Savannah with the girls. This was one of my friends going away brunches. She's actually a flight attendant now doing the dang on thing, and we have some new people in the photo as well. So we like to extend our hand and make everybody feel welcome and invite people out with us. And we had a pretty good freaking time this day. We had more people with us, more personalities, but we had such a good time. Now the place that we went to, it was honestly kind of crazy because it was like they were so busy and understaffed and people was having her and their food and stuff like that, and it was just too much going on. Overall, like, us being ourselves and having fun, yes. Will we go back to that restaurant again? No, because we literally were scarred from all the food and the trash service, but it was like really, really cute on the inside and aesthetically pleasing. Around the time for Labor Day, I went to a YouTuber's meet and greet and it was a good experience. I ended up networking and meeting some different people. I ended up meeting someone who I was subscribed to on YouTube and who was subscribed to me. So it was a good day and it was inspiring for sure to meet someone, and I'm like, okay, I know if you doing this, I can do it too. Went on another date with Bay and we tried this restaurant and we both really liked the food. The drink was good and the salmon was good. The only thing about this particular place, it was far as hell. Like, we literally drove an hour for freaking date night. Would I do it again? Yes, because I'm a foodie and the food was super good. This was the outfit that I wore to the meet and greet and I didn't get any good pictures. So when I came back to Savannah, I put them clothes on and I put that outfit right back on and we went and we took some pictures, because if you have a good outfit on and you do not get, you know, a picture in the outfit, was it even a thing? Like, I was flexing on the gram, I was all comfortable, looking cute, and I had took these pictures myself and I did a dang good job. October was Vlogtober and I honestly spent this whole month creating content and doing reactions to the Impact Atlanta, and that's when I realized, like, okay, I'm that girl and I can really, really, really do this, because y'all really love the reactions and love seeing my opinion, and I got so much good feedback on that, and that's what kind of kept me going for Vlogtober, because I knew that you guys were looking for that video to see what I had to say about this show. And I did not hold back that last episode when I gave my opinion. The first kind of videos I gave, I was kind of holding back a little bit and kind of speaking on eggshells, but I was like, you know, at this point I have to draw the line. I'm a journalist, I have to speak facts, and I can't be worried about if people are going to feel some type of way. Like, this is reality TV. Hello, if you don't want people to voice their opinion, you don't need to be on TV, baby. And people can voice their opinion without being negative. So this is kind of when I got in the flow of doing more things and experimenting with my channel. November, I went back to St. Louis like the week before Thanksgiving. Got to see my family and I went to the Rod Wave concert with Shaylin. We had such a good time, and it honestly made me like Rod Wave more, because he is so freaking humble. Like, he kept saying all throughout the show, thank you guys for coming and supporting me. And it made me think, like, he's really, really deserving of his platform and to have fans. Like, people was really in there vibed out messing with him, and it made me listen to his music just a little bit more, because like being in his concert, it kind of made me a fan just a little bit. December is here and it's time for Vlogmas. We actually started this month off really good because I went to my very first award ceremony for Urban One Honors, and then I also was on their red carpet with all the celebrities, and I had such a good time, and it made me think girl, just keep going, because look where you're already at, and it's super early in your career, and this was definitely an experience for the books. I made gingerbread houses with Bae. Everybody liked his little raggedy house, but in my opinion, I had the better house. Like, hello, get with it or get lost. This is Danny TV. This is not his channel, it's my channel. Y'all should have been on my side. And then I went to my very first NBA basketball game with Bae, and it was such a great and fun experience. Definitely one for the books. So yeah, this concludes my recap of 2022. I hope you guys enjoy watching this. Make sure that you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I always love at the end of the year when people do the recaps on TikTok and Instagram and show everything that they've done. So I decided to do it on YouTube and expand just a little bit. Make sure that you guys like, comment, and subscribe.